Hi. So this is Nancy and my husband Tommy from Wyoming of Treasures, and I had made a video before we went to, I went to Ogden and did the show in Logan, and I said I'd do a video when I came back. So anyways, I kind of got delayed and I had to make an emergency trip to Missouri to visit my mom. Anyways, so we are here to do we're going to kind of combine it just as kind of a montage. So I think I did have a video where I threw a lot of this lysite agate into my tumbler, and it is completely done. I did a month on the first step, and then I skipped the second because the grit was pretty wore down. And so this is the lysite agate from, and I guess we can go through some of these pieces. They're really pretty. Some of it's kind of yucky. Okay, so let's go over our lysite agate. This is the one that I was showing you. And there we go. This is the one that I had cut. I might just finish cutting that off. Let's go down to it. Well, this is that piece I showed you. What I had cut and is really sharp, and here it is all polished. Not sharp anymore, nice and smooth. Thinking about cutting the bottom off so I can stand it up as a little display piece. Some of these have some little cavities inside them. It's kind of cool. And of course, the ones that I cut off and I tumbled. And this one I think is really pretty. Look at that. I think this one is really pretty too. And some more that I cut off and tumbled, pieces from a little bigger one. And look at this one, isn't that pretty? Got like this black dendrite in there, kind of cool. Do you want to hold this, Tommy? This one looks like there was some crystals on that one, kind of got smoothed out. You can see some crystals there too. Oh, look at this one, isn't that pretty? That is gorgeous. That is a really pretty lysite agate. And here's another one. Would make a good cabochon for some type of jewelry. Well, here's another really cool one. And here's a real pretty one. You can see that light going through there. It's real pretty. We'll check this one out. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Some broken off ones. I just throw them in my driveway. Oh, cool. Looks like a little bit of a bubble agate in there. I got smoothed out. Another little piece with some layers. one that was cut off from another rock and tumbled. Oh, look at this one. This one's really pretty. That's pretty. Go down here. Look at this one. Look at all that, a lot of that color right there. Reds and oranges. I think it's kind of black on the other side. It's not as pretty. This side I think is real pretty. And here's another one. Look at that one. That's pretty cool. It's got all that. And here is that fossil that I cut up and I threw in with this batch right here. Kind of broke up. That's a fossil. And here's some of that green rock. It didn't all completely disintegrate. So I don't know what it is. Oh wait, check this one out. This is cool. Some kind of crystal or something that fell off. It's real pretty. So anyways, what I'm going to do with the... Because I went on that, you know, in Logan, Utah, and I did that crystal barista, and I did pretty good. I think I got about 70 some more subscribers to the YouTube channel. So thank you all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers, and it was pretty exciting. I'm going to put these smaller ones into this bucket because and bring them to my next show to sell them in my little bags for $10 a bag, which I think is a really good deal. I'm like, a really good deal. We had a lot of people come up and fill bags with all kinds of stuff. Had a good showing. So we're gonna just put all this stuff in this bucket, and I think I will bring this to the next thing. I think some of these bigger pieces, I may take some of these bigger pieces down here and cut them into smaller pieces just to see, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Like maybe do a little slice for like a cabochons or something. So we'll put those, set those aside. And so now, and I know I had some videos where put that in there. I had videos where we showed you the petrified wood. Well, I brought all my little pieces of petrified wood that I brought down to that were tumbled. That, you know how I show you how they're kind of like this here, whitish. But when they get tumbled, it brings out all that black, and they're so beautiful. Anyways, I had several vendors come and get some of that petrified wood, and at the end of the show, I had a vendor come and buy all my petrified wood. So I have no more polished petrified wood to bring to my next show. So that's going to be the next thing that goes into the tumbler. And I actually found this box of petrified wood out in my shed, and I was like, oh, that's great. So we're just going to take, oh, look at this. That is just so cool when you find a little knot. I'm going to tumble it, and it's going to smooth that knot out, but it's kind of, that's a really cool piece of petrified wood. Here's a piece of petrified wood from our yard. Most of this petrified wood is out there by the Tri-Territory, Eden Valley. Here's a really cool limb that we're gonna tumble. That's gonna look really cool when that's done. Here's another piece. I believe this is petrified wood from our yard. A yard petrified wood. So, and here's some black rock. Throw that in there. We're just gonna put all this petrified wood into the tumbler so that we have some more to bring with us at our trip. My next trip that I want to go on is the one in Osage in Missouri. I think they have it the last weekend in June. So, and it takes a couple of months to tumble all of these. So that's going to be our next. All this box. have some to bring with us. And so that's that. I don't think this is just a rock. I'll just throw it in there. Some dirt and stuff. Now we'll take, well, this is filled it up pretty much, but we're gonna throw some more stuff in there. So we'll put some banded iron in there. People loved our banded iron, and if you've seen my videos where we are polishing, that one polishing when we had 4 things, some of them was banded iron, how I showed you this stuff we get over there by Pathfinder at our opal flame, how it shines up so silvery, and they loved that stuff. And I sold almost all my banded iron. All that's left, well, this is a great big piece, and here's another big piece, and I don't think, and that's just a piece of concrete, but I did have a few pieces left. I'm not gonna, but so this is all my banded iron that's left. So Tommy and I are going to have to get out and go find some more banded iron so we can tumble it before our next thing. And here's a few pieces that we found laying around the house that haven't been tumbled, and I'm gonna throw that in there with this wood. I kind of got it mixed up. And here's another little really cool piece of banded iron I'm gonna throw with the wood. The stuff that's already shiny that didn't sell, we'll just move over. These 2 pieces haven't been tumbled, but they're kind of big, so we will put them in another batch. I think all this stuff is just, this is what's left of our banded iron. Very popular, very popular. And I had a whole bucket of it, and yep. And so the guy that came and bought all of my petrified wood that was tumbled, he also bought all of that, you know, that black rock that I still don't know what it is. He bought all of that was left. So I have a whole bunch of that stuff at the, right now, which is right here. And this is gonna be what I tumble. After this wood is done, we're gonna tumble all this black rock. Because I don't have any more of it tumbled because he bought all of it. He's another vendor, and he bought all of it, all the wood, all of this. So we have all of this here, black rock, to tumble to bring to our next show. And also I have all this black rock over here that I'm going to take when it gets warm enough to go out to the garage, because it's really cold out there, and cut this stuff up into some slices. I think it's, yeah, we're gonna just cut some of this stuff into some slices. And so that's gonna be our next thing of polishing. I think there's probably a little bit more room to put in here. What else I should put in there? Because we'll have that, we'll do that black rock, and then also I wanted to tumble. This is some of the stuff from, well, this is, I think, just some, I don't know what that is actually. We'll put that over there with that. But this is some of that rock from the flame agate trip that I cut that I want to tumble also. Obviously, there's not enough room to tumble it in this batch, so we got a lot of tumbling to do. I probably won't get this all done for our next thing. And it doesn't look like that special right now, but it's gonna look really cool when it's done. Look at that one, it's real pretty. I think that belongs to this that I sliced in half. So all of this stuff is gonna be tumbled, and some of it I'm gonna have to cut. I think it's gonna, some of this is gonna look really cool tumbled. So that's that with that. Banded flame agate. And another thing that was really popular at the that show in Logan was our opal. Now I've talked, this is from our opal claim, and I did do some tumbling of some of this opal in that one tumbling video, one of the first videos, along with the banded iron that we got from our claim. And this is tumbled. I did have a guy that was interested in it, if he buys it before I bring it to the next show that I'm gonna go to. Fine. If not, I'm gonna sell it at the next show. You see some of it, and I got this really cool black light from him. So this is tumbled, not all of it. And we call our opal from our claim Opal Cove Opal. He said we should rename it Cryptonite Opal. And so this is some that we had tumbled that we sell for $10 a bag. And then also we have this here is some raw opal. No, this is the opal that I tell you that we have for sale on our eBay. See, for $10 a pound. Some of it fluoresces and some of it doesn't. There's some, that's a really pretty piece right there. That is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous piece. That's gonna look really nice. Anyway, so like I have in other videos, the link to buy this on eBay is, and I'll post it on this video too. So that's our opal from Opal Cove. And I brought a lot of other banded iron, and I sold a lot of banded iron. It's really people really like it. This is the piece that I found in my yard. So I believe, and I said to myself, if I don't sell it, I'm going to take it home and I'm going to cut it because I'm really curious to see how it looks like. And I think I've talked about cutting this before, but then I thought I would sell it and it didn't sell. So we're going to cut this one. And this is another big chunk of banded iron that I brought that didn't sell. And I was watching a video on TikTok, and there was a rock guy on TikTok who had a piece of banded iron that he cut into a cube, and then he did some slices, and it was beautiful. So I was thinking I'm going to do that to this. I'm going to cut it all up into cut it all off, probably tumble that, and then cut a square out of that. So that's what we got a lot of rock cutting to do. This rock is, I believe we found this on our, that Cyclone Ridge rock trip where we went out to find some coral. So I think this is a big piece of coral. And I think it would be really cool cut up. You can see all of these really cool magnesium dendrites in there. So that's another prospect for cutting. And I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's a real pretty rock. This rock right here, this stuff, it's kind of ugly. But we actually find this in our yard, tons and tons of it. There's a hill back there. And some of it's kind of cool. It's got some crystals in there, but it's really dirty, and I don't know how to get that dirt out of there. I have never tumbled this because I thought it would probably just disintegrate. But I think I'm going to throw this into the tumbler. Is there any more room over here? It might just disintegrate. Maybe I should tumble some of that with some opal. That's a little softer. I think this is a P-E-P-I-D-O-T-E or something like that we found in our yard with little crystals and stuff. I need to tumble that. I'll throw that in there with this petrified wood. There's some other stuff I wanted to go through. Oh, here's some more stuff that I need to tumble. I'm going to put all this in the tumbler. It's a lot of agates and stuff. Some lysite agate, some more lysite agate that's been cut. I'm going to throw that in the tumbler. I got some Jasper. So all this is going to be in the tumbler. Maybe it'll fit in with the that black rock I'm going to tumble. And another really cool lysite agate piece that I cut off. I'll throw that in the tumbler too. We do have some stuff tumbling right now. I'll show you that when it's done. And so I took a trip to Missouri, where my sister and my niece and my great niece live. And my great niece wanted to go rock hunting by their townhouse that they live in. So anyways, we went rock hunting out there. So this is Missouri rock. It might just be junk. I don't know. I'm like, okay, it looks kind of cool, you know? So I'm thinking about taking this stuff and cut it and tumble it. So if you know what this is, I'm thinking some type of chert, some type of sedimentary rock. I don't know. We'll cut it. We'll see if the slices shine up. Tumble some of the slices. So yeah, I went down this path with her and picked up a few pieces that was just down the path, and it's kind of smooth. So if you know what this is, if you're a Missouri rock hound and you know what this is even got some crystals on this edge right here, just out there on the path by their townhome they rent. Actually, I think these are some small pieces. Oh, this is a piece of my thing from over here. Some of the small pieces I got there, I think I'm gonna throw them in here with this wood here because they're small. And then also, there was this rock. It just looks so weird. There was a bunch of this stuff down there on this trail. I don't know, it looks like some kind of fossilized plant to me. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing, but it's pretty cool. And my great niece Gwen, who brought me down there on our little rock hounding trip, you know, is excited to see this cut up. So I was thinking about maybe cutting it. I don't know, maybe I could cut it this way or this. Maybe I should cut it in half. What do y'all think? Should I cut it in half this way and then cut it this way and see what's inside there? But if you know what kind of rock this is, let me know, because this is just really odd rock. And there are some other ones down there that were a lot bigger than this one. And so I just picked this one up. Thought I'd bring it home, clean it up, cut it, and see what it looks like inside there. So I'm trying to think if there's something I have forgot to talk about. Probably not. I'll do some more videos after everything is done being tumbled. We have a lot of tumbling to do, a lot of cutting to do. So yeah, so stay tuned, and thank you for joining in and watching our videos and subscribing, and thanks for all my new subscribers. And let me know if there's something I missed that you want me to talk about, because I had a lot of ideas in my head. And so we'll see you the next video. Thank you for watching.